Hello beautiful, welcome to your reading. So today we'll be looking at if you are pregnant or upcomingly, and if he loves you and he wants to, Daniel wants to stay long term with you. Sorry about the mess. Been studying and doing clients. But let me just close the window so you can hear me properly. Alright, so let's start with if you are pregnant. Wow, very positive. So that's what I mean, like, I genuinely thought you would be, and even your intuition, like, your intuition's never wrong. I do think you at least will be pregnant this year, with Daniel. Like, you would be at least this year, and I know this year seems quite broad and quite far, but I'm just saying from this to the end of this year, for example, from now until maybe October, from now until September, from now you should be pregnant. You would be pregnant. I would not be surprised if you were to be pregnant. You've even got love, you know, like a love heart. There is a lot of love there. There's a lot of feelings there. He wants a future with you. It's not like he doesn't. And when you guys do like have sex and all that, it's love. There's love there. It's not like he's doing it because of the fun of it. So I don't know if he lasts long, but when he does like release himself, it's with a lot of passion, with a lot of love. So that's what I'm trying to say here with, I would not be surprised if you were pregnant, because there's a lot of love there, and there is, you know, in the spiritual realm, in the spiritual world, if you do love someone, you are more likely to be pregnant by them or that sort of thing. There are cases where there's, you know, rape and all that kind of thing, but there's still, you know, situations where people literally get pregnant from people they love and people they don't, more likely people they love. So what I'm trying to say is that with him, 100%, I do see it being a possibility. I don't see your health being, you know, an issue. I don't see his health being an issue. If anything, someone needs to last longer in bed because the other person doesn't quite like it or something. That's what I keep hearing. Maybe that's later down the track, but someone is finishing too quick. That's what I keep getting, because it's a yes or no question. I'm rarely getting any answers. As you can see, the cup is very, very clear. So I'm going to try to read around the cup to give you other messages. There is here a tear of joy. So there is a happy crying, happy moment of you like releasing all the negative energy. By negative energy, I mean you literally sighing, like going, oh, you know, oh, thank God, saying something like that. And not like, oh, thank God I'm not pregnant. It's more like, thank God I knew it. So that's what I mean by, again, emphasis. I do see you being pregnant, forthcoming. Also with money, there will be an issue to that. He will, okay, so with him, I do think that dating you or wanting to be with you, he does have a future with you, and that kind of correlates with question number 2. He does want to have a future with you and live in a house together with you, but he's very scared that he's moving too fast because it shows that he's too interested. He doesn't want to give the theory or the idea that, oh, look at me, I'm rushing into things because I'm so excited and so new to this. He wants to take it back, a step back, or he wants to take it at the same pace that you are taking it. So I don't want you to think that he doesn't like you or anything like that, because he's mirroring you. He's trying to copy the way you're behaving in order for you not to go, oh, you're overwhelming me, because I feel as though in his lifetime, some girls have said that to him, like, oh my God, you're a bit too much. It's not so much that with you at all. It's more so he doesn't want to do too much, and he doesn't want to push you away in a moment where you go, you know what, this is a bit too much. Why are you doing this? Because I feel as though him doing that kind of correlates with the fact that you might be pregnant, and it might affect, so I'm just lighting a candle for you so that if you are pregnant, you can't really see my candle, if you are pregnant, hopefully. Anyway, with pregnancy and with money, I do see it being a bit of an issue just because he feels like he wants to provide, he can't provide enough. Maybe this is his first pregnancy kind of thing, his first family kind of situationship sort of thing. By situationship, I mean you guys aren't married, but he sees your kids as family, but he doesn't know how to deal with it because he's never been a dad. That's what I keep getting. I could be wrong, but that's what I keep getting, is that this is his first time kind of experience. Looking back, taking a step back, when he moves back from the situation, when he moves or pulls away from me, it's not like he's saying, wow, I'm doing too much, she's doing too much. Not at all. You know how some guys are like, oh, you know, she's all over me, she's obsessed with me. I'm not getting that with him at all. It's more so, how can I keep this relationship going if money might take a toll on me, if I might have financial difficulty. I don't want to repeat what her ex did. Maybe you've told him, my ex did that, my ex did this, I don't want you to do that to me, I don't want to be used. I keep hearing that. He doesn't want to give the persona that he is, because he's not. He doesn't want to look like he's here for fun. But when you do say you are pregnant, when you do say you are pregnant, it is going to, you're going to see a bit of a different kind of look on his face. Not in a negative way at all. It's more so, really, like that's a, it's like hearing someone say to you, will you marry me, for the first time. It's very fresh to him. He won't know how to comprehend, he won't know how to even like like act on it or react, because he doesn't know how to react. If he was to tell his mates or his family would advise him to not have a baby. His family would be like, this is too fresh, you're only saying you want to have a baby with her because you love her, you need to look at the more realistic side of things. This is 18 years of full commitment. There's a lot of things they would say, actually. They would say so many things that it won't get to him, because he's quite stubborn. The only part that would kind of get to him is the money, like I told you, but it would bother him in a way that's, he doesn't know how to handle the situation, because in his family, in his like kind of childhood, he's grown up to sticking with family, listening to family. So for one of the first times in his life, he'll ever say, I think family is wrong this time. And he won't kind of want to admit to that, because obviously it's like growing up seeing your family steal, and then you grow up and you're like, that's wrong. You know, it's just a weird feeling. So for him to oppose and object to what his family say is quite difficult for him. Also, he kind of falls back on someone when it comes to money. Like when he doesn't do well in like his work aspect or money aspect, he falls back on someone. Like he, for example, with me, like I would fall back on my grandfather. If anything, with him, maybe it's dad. Like he falls back on someone, and he's just saying to himself in his head, if my dad, for example, just an example, if my dad literally says, do not have a baby right now, and I would need to come back to him and be like, I need money, my dad would literally be like, didn't I tell you so? Didn't I tell you so? He hates that theory of someone saying, didn't I tell you so? Because it makes him feel small, it makes him feel like he's not an adult, like he's not thinking straight. But he is, it's just that he's in love and he wants a family with you. See what I mean? Like the reading's jumping back and forth because he's jumping back and forth. He wants a family with you, he loves you, he cares about you, he doesn't know what to do with money. He asks his family, he would tell his family would literally belittle him. Like that's honestly what I'm getting. His family would literally belittle him. It's like they don't support his theory of, you know, if I love someone and I want a future with them, I'm gonna do it either way. But with them, it's like, no matter how much you love someone, money is a problem. He's the type of guy that literally could marry you tomorrow, but his family would be like, no, don't marry her, money is gonna be a problem. And he would have to think about it. Like with him, he doesn't care, like he would go for it. But with his family, no way. His family, oh my God. They would, like I said, not really get into his head, but make him reassure and like like double think everything he preaches and says. And by doing that, he will then tell you, and then you will think that he's unreliable because he's obviously going back on every word he said. So there will be a cycle here where he wants to have the baby with you, you want to have the baby with him. He tells his family say, you know, you're crazy if you're going to have a baby with her, you know, you barely know her, maybe try moving in first, like you need to take it step by step. And then that will kind of get to him. He'll ask for further advice. Everyone around him will say the same, because obviously, you know, people surround themselves with people who have the same energy. So he probably has friends, he probably is friends with people who have similar energy and vibrations to his family, who carry similar morals, all that kind of thing. So his friends would literally say the same. So everywhere he goes, it's like people are saying the same thing to him over and over again. So much so that he would not be, you know, sure in what to do, because it's repetition. It's literally repetition, and so much repetition that he's stuck. So to answer your question directly, you will be pregnant. I say at least, you know, this year, maybe not this cycle, as you know, by the test you told me, but I see at least, you know, upcomingly. And he would know about it because you would obviously tell him. But even my voice, like, it's getting quieter. Like, he would be in shock. I don't know if this is planned. Like, he's in a lot of shock. Like, when you're going to tell him, he's going to be in so much shock. It's as though it's the first time he's ever heard of something like this. Like, he would be in a lot of shock, and he would literally tell you something like, oh, you know, why didn't you want to tell me? Like, he'll kind of switch around with the story. So let's just pull, I want to pull a couple tarot cards for you. 7 of Swords, the 8 of Swords. Wow. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know if I should stay and carry this on, like the whole burden of it and the struggles and the money aspect, or give you an ultimatum. If you don't do this, I'm going to do that. He's going to come up with 2 options to you and to himself. Let me just ask this question because it's literally bothering me. Would he stay if you have a baby? Wow. Let me shuffle one more time. So you have a yes only if a mother and father, like I told you, say something. A female and male figure. Again, male and female figure. Male and female, it's literally it's repeating. 3 of Swords. You might be a bit heartbroken with the result. 100% this is more so on him. He's definitely going to be heartbroken with what they're going to say, because it's completely everything opposite of what he would tell you. You know, for example, he would be like, oh my God, that is exciting news, that's wonderful news. His family won't be as supportive, like we kind of expected. Let me search up. So positive news, positive outcome. Telling him. The Lovers in reverse. It would take a toll on him. It's as though I cannot give you a direct answer because, like I always tell you, the future does constantly change. but he's very dramatic in a way that follows by his family rules, or that kind of thing. Let's pull you some oracle cards. Daniel having Melissa was pregnant. Okay. Wedding. Situation involves marriage. So yeah, he's going to give you either two options: either leave, or we're done, or something like that, or this is too further. We've got to get married. We've got to take it step by step. We've got to take it slow first. So he might involve a wedding ring. Let's see. Will you be pregnant upcomingly? This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So yeah, I genuinely think that he's the one that you would probably have a baby with, because, you know, with all your cards and with all your tarot and with the cup, sorry, that I've just seen for you, I keep getting this year with him. He, like, you literally have here, like, pregnancy. Like, I'm honestly, like, shocked that you're not pregnant right now. But anyway, let's see. Does he love you, and does he want something long-term with you? Very positive. Okay, so you have here a bird. So you're going to get a message from someone, most likely from him. What does that message involve? Why do I keep getting, like, he wants a cat or something? He wants a dog, he wants a cat. Someone wants a pet. Oh my god, again, he wants to live with you and the kids to get an idea of how everything would look, to get a feel of everything. And that makes a lot of sense with, you know, does he want a long-term kind of thing with me? I definitely think he does, because he wants to move in, he wants to see you, he wants to see the kids. It's like he just wants to be around you. The only thing I would say is he comes up with the idea of wanting to, you know, have forever with you, and then he takes a step back for himself, because he's like, I don't want to say too much, I don't want to do too much. So it's like, yeah, he 100% is serious with you and wants something with you, but he doesn't want to do too much again. So to answer your question directly, 100%. How he's going to act on it will be up and down. One day he'll be confident in telling you that, you know, he wants future with you. One day he would take it step by step, take it slowly. I keep also getting that someone in his family like believes in all this spiritual stuff, believes in all this kind of magic, I guess. Just because I do think someone in his family literally does all this. And if he was to say, oh, you know, the partner I'm with right now is pregnant, or I want something with her, or that kind of thing, and let's say the mum objects, the mum's sister would help do something against you both. So that's where I want to be careful, just because if he was to say anything or do anything that's very secretive, they can hold that against him, both spiritually and mentally. Here you literally have Melissa, like, letter M. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so sleepy, god damn it. Here you've got a heart as well. Where did I find it? Down there, I don't know if you can see. No, you can't really see, but you've got a heart. There is a lot of love. There is honestly a lot of love. He wants something that would last a lifetime. He wants, he imagines you walking down the aisle. He wants like a, not cheap, but like a simple party, a simple ceremony. He doesn't want to do too much. He genuinely just wants to be with you. Again, another love heart inside a ring. Wow. There you go. There is definitely a lot of commitment. I think he does love you, for sure. I think he does want a long-term future with you, for sure. How he approaches it, he doesn't know. How long it will take him to propose, he doesn't know, because he doesn't have a time limit. He might say he does, but he doesn't. He wants to be around you. He wants to see you. He wants to be around you all the time. He's so weird. One day he's close to you, one day he's away, one day he's close to you, and I mean that mentally. It's like he's shocked that he wants to be around someone so often, because he's like happy with it. He's like, I want to see her, I want to do this with her, I want to I want to see her. And then he's like, you know what, I'm doing too much, let me distance myself, let me give her some room. It's like he keeps saying that, which is so like ironic, because he literally wants to be around you, he wants to surround himself around you. So I don't understand what he's saying by that. He's the type of person that's very hard to read. I'm just gonna say that to you, because I keep saying maybe, I keep saying I think, because in most of your questions or most of your symbols, there's always a two meaning behind it. There's never only the part where it's like, he loves you. Obviously, you've got the ring in the heart, you've got another ring, you've got, the sperm, the eggs outside the cup. That is very direct. That's 100%. Some things I literally cannot understand here, because it's two-way. For example, he wants to be around you, he wants distance. He wants to marry you, but he doesn't want to move too quick. He wants to be with you, but he needs to ask his family first. Like that extra backup, the extra thumbs up, I guess. And he always tells himself that, the thoughts within the relationship, like, it's crazy. He thinks the thoughts within the relationship, he must mirror you in order to kind of like act a certain way in order to please you. And oh my goodness, like, I just looked at my calendar for today's kind of love reading thing. Oh, it's actually 14th of June, which is crazy because I always change it. But basically what it says, let's just leave it there because the universe decided not for me to flip it. But what it says is, when you change the way you think about a relationship, you change the thoughts you are emitting. The relationship must change to mirror your new way of thinking. I promise you, Melissa, I change my calendar every single day, and for me to just leave it there from the 14th for that specific message, for you to book in a reading and for me to see it right now, and for me to say that he wants to mirror you, mirror your actions, no way. This is no coincidence. He is literally trying to mirror your actions, mirror your love. Not because he doesn't want to. He wants to mirror your love. He loves you. He cares for you. But he doesn't want to do not enough so that you think, there's only one person giving all the love. There's only one person showing the love. He doesn't want that kind of persona to take an advance. He wants to show you that take an advantage. He wants to show you that he loves you, that he cares. I think when you met him, or how you met him, he wasn't planning on having a relationship at all. He wasn't planning whatsoever. Because I keep getting with all his mates, every time he talks about you, they keep saying the word whipped. I think it is. Like, wow, she's got you whipped, is what they keep saying. And he's like not ashamed of it or anything. He's like, yeah, like, I feel something towards her. What's wrong with that? Also, he loves the color red on you. He loves the color red, but more so jewelry. I don't think you've worn any red jewelry, but he does love like kind of like freebies on you, or like diamantes with color. I never ever get that. That is a very specific message. Diamante was with color, and as well, the way you cross your legs, the way your posture I keep getting. He's like obsessed with your posture. He's obsessed with you in a high ponytail as well. I don't think you've ever had your hair like that, but he loves it. And he wants to take you out to like appropriate places, like, you know, a cafe, or, you know, like a lunch date. He never wants to take you out clubbing. He never wants to make you see him in a negative light or in a like inappropriate light. He always wants you to think of him as a very respectful man. I think you saying to him, from what I keep getting, no one's ever like loved me like this, no one's ever treated me this well. So you keep comparing him to like the negatives. Like you keep holding him in a very high, prestigious light. He loves that. And he does feel that. Like when you tell him, for example, oh, no one's looked after me this well, no one's loved me this strongly, he feels that. He's like, yeah, in his head, he's like, yeah, I know, because I've never loved anyone like this. And when you talk to him, when you like when you're all lovey-dovey with him, he feels at peace. It's like when someone's smoking, like he feels very relaxed. This is all very, very, very positive. I'm not getting any negative things like last time. Sorry, I thought I missed something. I keep getting L and left. Next time you're at his place, I don't know if you sleep on the left side or something's on the left. You need to check a left drawer. Maybe when he's in the bathroom or something, look for a left drawer. And if he says, what are you looking for? Just be like, oh, I thought I forgot my glasses here. No, don't say that. Because I just remembered that you found the photo or something last time. Fuck, I forgot about that. Just say, oh, I was looking for a charger, but make sure your phone's actually dead. Or like on 10% or something. And then he'll probably give you a charger or Page of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot of love there. Page of Cups means, you know, someone who literally wants to give you all their love, all their attention, just straightforward, not even bullshitting. Like, here you go, here's my love, I love you. With the Ace of Swords, you keep getting that. Three of Swords, he never wants to disappoint you. You literally got that earlier. He never wants to disappoint you. He never wants you to think of him as someone who is who's gonna pack up and leave. Oh my god, the same cards. Oh my god, no way. I am literally shuffling. Let me deep shuffle, because that's impossible. Your cards are literally repeating. Literally repeating. He doesn't want to leave you. He doesn't want to do too much because he doesn't want you to think that he's going to leave or he's got a plan to something. The World in reverse. He doesn't want you to think negatively of him. Knight of Swords in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. This is all... He doesn't want you to see him negatively. He doesn't want you to stop loving him because a certain act he's done. He doesn't want you to distance yourself because of maybe you've heard something or seen something. It's like he's very, very, very paranoid. Two of Wands, he wants to give you everything he has. Three of Wands, he's trying to sort out how he can give you everything he has. Like, he wants to give you a house, he wants to give you a car, he wants to give you love, but then he's like, I don't want to make her think she's all about, I think of her as someone who's all about materialism and all that kind of thing. He loves you, he cares for you, maybe doesn't have the money to give you a car. Like, it's all these things. He is an overthinker. All the cards come out. Wow, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Yeah, for sure. He does feel something towards you. He does feel like he wants to surround himself with you. Surround himself in your love. He wants to show you his love. his definition of explaining and showing love. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Yeah, it's like he wants to take you on a holiday, wants to take you far away, just you and him, kind of like a honeymoon, which is crazy because we got wedding earlier. Yeah, there's a lot of love, a lot of love, a lot of love. Wow, 2 cards came out that was stuck together. All right. You deserve love. You are lovable. Yeah, so every time you kind of tell him about your past situation, maybe an ex or something, he gets mad. He gets furious because he's like, wow, you deserve so much love. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work at your love life, in your love life. 100%. I do think he is like a really good guy. He's a really good guy. He cares for you, he loves you, he wants it to work, but his family are going to be a big problem in this relationship. Family and money, because he's not very stable when it comes to money. As much as he shows you he might be stable, he's not that stable. A lot of people don't have, a lot of luck in things. Like, for example, I don't have a lot of luck in meeting friends. I don't have a lot of luck in that. Like, I will literally help a friend, pull them out of a hole, and they'll backstab me. My mum with love, she will literally fall in love, they'll leave her, cheat on her, like, including my dad. I think I've told you. With you, I think every time you meet a man, he's going to have family issues, for sure. I was about to say financial issues, but I don't see you being involved in that. I see you being financially independent and being in love with someone who will eventually move out of their family orientation to be financially independent. But for the time being, it's more family situations. All right, beautiful. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I did go a bit over time. I'm trying to fill in as much information as I can. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope I answered all your questions, and I will be in touch with you shortly. Bye.